Hey, it's Twitchmatic. Welcome to Coach's Corner. This is our inaugural stream where we're going to go through and spend some time with some top-level players and basically give some advice as to the thinking on a top 100 player versus someone like me who's, I would say, average at best. I probably rank him Twitchmatic. I probably rank between mid-15s, gotten as high as 1640 or as low as 1640. And so the purpose of the series is to look at what is the difference between my bad thinking and how we can change that to have some good thinking. In addition to myself, at various times during the stream, I'm going to be joined by, I have 3 little rugrats running around here, so they may come and join us and hang out and ask some questions.
Not a rugrat.
And he clarifies he's not a rugrat. So. And in addition, on the call today, we have Blinky. And so he's been playing since early alpha. He's an in-game moderator. You probably best know him for producing a lot of content. During the video stream, I will have, when I post the video, I'll have all the links for his different content and things that he has in the video stream. He has a YouTube channel. He has a bunch of different things he's got going on. He's always trying something different with regards to different decks, different builds. He has a couple different accounts that he plays and messes around with. So just to give you guys some context, you probably know this, but he's won over 1,100 games in ranked. And so not just with this, but in general, if you combine everything else, he's over 1,100. And comparison to myself, I've won, I think, 110. Let me see here. Oh, look at that, 127. So just to see some of the contrasts that we have here, and should be a lot of fun. So welcome to the show, Blinky.
Thank you. Good to be here.
So what we want to do is the agenda will kind of look like this. We'll start off by going through a deck. We're going to spend some time going through aggro decks, and specifically a growth aggro deck today. And we'll start off by playing a couple rounds, depending when TheSuperbSimone is going to be joining us. And he might be running a little bit late, so we might start off with a hard AI. And just go through the different thought processes. There's going to be a lot of information, so I'm going to try to keep it focused to some basic differences. I'll probably start off per turn, just going through my thought process, try to keep it as short as possible, and then have Blinky review what things I missed and what I could be doing better. So we'll get started. So the deck that I'm going to go through today is the growth aggro deck. So how I typically approach something like this is I don't have a ton of time to be able to build decks or spend a lot of time theory crafting. So what I end up doing is seeing when I can have an opportunity to take someone else's deck and try to understand it and then play with it. And I'm notoriously bad for anything aggro decks. I have the wrong mindset. So if you wanted to take maybe a couple minutes, Blinky, and run through what is an aggro deck and how should I play it different? Or how should I play it maybe?
Well, an aggro deck in Scrolls isn't like any other aggro deck in a normal CCG where they win in like 4 turns. This deck is a bit slower, so you aim to win by about turn 9. Generally, you'll be going for a target of winning as quickly as possible. It's not designed to withstand a long game, as it were. So the faster you win, better off you will be. So we've got cards which are exceptionally powerful at the early game, and hopefully they'll bring you a win as fast as possible, so you can afford to ignore what your opponent is doing sometimes, just start bashing their face in, and hopefully you can get that win before everything starts going badly for you. That's what the deck's designed to do.
All right,
as quickly as possible.
So in a deck like this, it's less about countering the opponent's units they put on the board and more about trying to get idle damage.
Most of the time, yeah, but there are some occasions where you do still need to try and get some board presence.
Okay.
You still got to try and make sensible decisions, but you can afford to kink some idols more often than not.
Okay. So we have a mix of 33 creatures, 9 spells, and 8 enchantments. The enchantments that we have are 3 champion rings, 3 stag hearts, and 2 bear paws. The spells that we have are Crimson Bowl, Rallying, and Earthen Testament. So I'm assuming, I haven't played with Earthen Testament myself. It's like a Rallying for enchanted units.
Yep.
It's a fair statement. All right. And the highest cost unit we have is 5, so we don't have any Quakes, we don't have any God Hands. The highest cost unit is 5.
Yeah. We want to try and keep the curve as low as possible, so we can just keep stacking the score. So Veteran tops it off because it's amazing.
Okay. And when we have something like this is, so when we have our starting hand, what should I be looking for in my starting hand versus doing a mulligan?
If you're going first, you're looking for a Vate of the Wild, because they are exceptionally strong, and basically a nice curve. You're looking for, at best, or at worst, if you're going first, you're looking for at least a turn 2, turn 3, turn 4 play, I would say. If you're going second, generally you want a turn 1 play, maybe keep and hold a Ragged Wolf so you can snipe something. But you really need to know what you're playing against and be able to judge that sensibly so you can mulligan it. Generally, it's probably mulliganing is probably the most important thing with this deck, and if ever there was a deck where mulligan is most important, this would be it.
Okay.
So you need to learn what you're doing.
All right. So what we'll do is we'll start off with, why don't we just do a basic, I'll do a basic match versus a hard AI. Just to get going, and then probably midway through the match, the TheSuperbSimone will step in and we'll have a match versus a real live human being.
Is he a confirmed human being?
Yeah, well, that I'm not too sure. Okay, so I'm not going first. So looking at this, my perspective, I'm not going first. It's Decay. I have turn 1 play Vader of the Wild. I don't have a turn 2 creature. I have a turn 2 spell or enchantment, and I have a 3 and 4 creature. So here's a great opportunity. I'm not too sure what I would do in this round because I have no turn 2 play. But I don't necessarily need one because I have Vader of the Wild. So I would keep the hand, sack the Wetland Ranger.
Well, it's up to you, isn't it? I guess. Yeah, I would say no. You want Wetland Ranger turn 3 because Wetland Ranger is amazing. You want creatures on the field. You're right, you can keep him back hand, but you're wrong at what you're trying to sack.
So I would sack because I have 3 turn 2. So like I have a 2 enchantments and a spell. Probably sack a Bear Paw.
You could. I would probably sack the Earthen Testament because you need enchantments on the field for that to be useful.
So you wouldn't actually be able to use a card for several turns, which is why we don't need it right now.
That's more of a late game. By late game, I mean like turn 10.
Okay.
But with Vate of the Wild, turn 1, you can then go Frostbeard turn 2, Wetland Ranger turn 3, which is very, very strong.
Got it. And now I would typically play bottom middle for Vader of the Wild.
Seems sensible.
Okay.
Almost.
Is there a better play than that?
In terms of positioning, maybe, but Vader could probably be moved left 1. The reason for that is next turn you're going to be wanting to play Frostbeard in front. And if you do that, then the Vader will be next to it. So you probably don't want to put them together because my curse would be annoying.
Got it.
Probably best to move the Vader left.
Okay.
And also by moving the Vader left, you can then move your Vader up next turn and put Frostbeard in front of it if you want. So it just keeps your options open a bit more.
Got it. Versus if I played here next turn, if I moved it up, it would be right next to the Frostbeard and they would be together. Versus hearing the opportunity going over there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, so I dropped Kinfolk. I got a Kinfolk Veteran. So sack Bearpaw and play Frostbeard in front of the Vader.
Sounds good. Yeah, Stikeheart's definitely better than Bearpaw because Bearpaw slows you down, but it still has its uses.
Yeah. All right. So now, okay. So positionally, see, this is where a lot of things are going through my head at one time. One, where they should be positioned. Two, what should I play next? But I haven't even sacked for scrolls or resources yet. So
okay, well, let's take it slow then. What do you want to do this turn?
So here my question is, with this deck, do I want to be going after this unit over? Do I want to go after the Ripper, or do I want to build my creature base on the bottom?
In general, you always want to have control of the middle. So I would be saying you wanting to move up to try and take on the Ripper.
Okay.
You can always run away, but it seems like you're going to play Wetland Ranger this turn, I hope. That's going to have one countdown, so it's going to attack next turn, so you'll be running away. So your aim is to play Wetland Ranger.
Got it. So, Wetland Ranger, middle row, sack Kinfolk Ranger?
Sacking Kinfolk Ranger's right.
Okay.
Then you get your Wetland Ranger positioning right. Normally, you want to keep things protected. Wetland Ranger, you don't want to die. And just playing him out in the open is a bit risky, so I would move Frostbeard up, Beta Wild up, and put Wetland Ranger behind Frostbeard.
Got it.
My curse would suck, but whatever.
Okay.
No, not like that. That doesn't matter.
Where it should have been one up?
I was just thinking maybe you can move both creatures up, so Veta can move up with you.
Ah. Okay. So a couple different options that we have here is I can do 3 damage with the Kinfolk Veteran on a target that I would choose. I could buff up the Wetland Ranger with Stagheart and play Kinfolk, but I haven't sacked for cards or resources yet.
No. Maybe you want to.
So, based on the deck that we have, initially, without any information, I probably would sack Stagheart for 2 cards.
Okay.
What's a better play?
That'll probably be the bottom of what to do.
No, see, exactly. This is a
well, either you want to play Veteran, so you can take out a monstrosity, or you want to sack the Veteran for scrolls and play Stagheart and Brave. Now, Monstrosity and Ripper's going to attack next turn, so if you play Stagheart on your Wetland Ranger, that can take out Ripper. But when you're scared of Monstrosities your next turn and killing your Wetland Ranger.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to protect that with Frostbeard, but really you want that to attack. But it seems like you've been playing Brave as well. You don't have 2 creatures for attacking if Frostbeard gets killed. I'm speaking too quickly. Anyway, if Frostbeard dies, you would have 3 creatures attacking next turn. That would be buffed by 2 attack, which seems pretty decent. So either you sack Stagheart or Kinfolk Brave to play Veteran, or you sack Veteran for scrolls and play Kinfolk Brave and Stagheart. So this is up to you.
Got it. All right, so what I'll do... So now you talk so quickly, I'm trying to process what you said. So the...
I'll start trying to slow down for you.
No, that's okay. All right, I would... let's do this. Let's sack a Veteran.
That's the right decision.
Do...
Nope. I know Double Brave is tempting, but you want to kill that Ripper.
Okay, so... Move Wetland up, Frostbeard up, Stagheart the Wetland.
Yeah.
And then does Kinfolk Brave go in the middle row, or does it go?
Yes, it does. It will go behind the Frostbeard.
Okay. And that's
you want to move Veta. You want to move Veta up as well.
To the middle, so you have more moving options.
Yep.
Okay. And then the reason why you put Frostbeard in front is because if the computer chooses to destroy it, then everyone gets a plus attack next round.
Yep.
And then Stagheart goes on here. All right. That was only slightly painful.
It also helps in this game by the fact that we are playing against the hard AI.
Yes.
So we're not going to make the smartest moves, and I know what's in its deck, so we can kind of play around that. Anyway, there we go. Frostbeard's dead. Everything's now buffed by 2 attack, and they're all attacking. So that's pretty good.
So I can get rid of the monstrosity in addition to the Imlar Hunter by moving my units up.
Yes. But before you do that, see, your priority is, first of all, you want to kill the hunter because it's attacking next turn.
Yeah.
So you require 5 damage. There is a way for you to do that with 1 creature. If you look in your hand, you've got an Earthborn Mystic. That'll buff an enchanted unit by 1 attack for enchantment. So Wetland Ranger would have 5 attack.
I gotcha.
And also it'll be a very decent wall. So basically, so you want to get Earthborn Mystic out.
Yeah.
So the question is, what do you want to do with the rest of your hand?
Right. So do you sack Breaker for resources so you can play Mystic and Kinfolk Brave, or?
That sounds like a very good idea.
So, and with this deck, do you want to stay at about 5 resources? I mean, I'm generalizing, but.
Sacking for resources up to 5 is decent. Is fine.
All right.
Although you want to keep scrolls in hand, this situation where you get Brave and Earthborn Mystic out of the field is just too good to miss.
Okay, so Earthborn Mystic has a wall, you said? So
Earthborn Mystic has a wall. In front of a Brave, I would say.
Yeah.
Well, move the Wetland Ranger up 1.
Okay, so here's a question for me. With the Wetland Ranger, do I move it up in the back row to protect it against Mire Curse, or do I move it immediately behind for more options for moving next round?
I would say the middle. You want the options, really. Mire Curse in this situation wouldn't be too bad. You can easily avoid it.
Okay.
If you had the Miasma well out, then yeah, you'd probably be playing around it, but not too worried.
Okay. And we can sack the Breaker for resources and play the Brave.
Yes, but first of all, you want to get your movement right.
Yes.
So you want to kill the monstrosity, don't you?
That would be ideal.
So do you want to do that with your Brave or your Veta?
So benefits of doing it with the Brave are he's attacking next round. I don't move the Vader into necessarily what I would consider more harm's way, moving in the middle of the board. We're right or wrong, but there's no units on there to threaten it. Top row, the Rat and the Blightbearer, they're not attacking. Decay has no countdown reduction. So if I would attack the monstrosity with the Vader, I would be grouping more units together, so I would say that's the less better play versus killing it with the Brave.
Okay. I would kill it with the Vader. The only sort of AoE that Decay has is Mire Curse. And that's only 1 damage and it kills the Vader, whatever. You don't want to waste damage, you want to get things up there and start being aggressive. So I would move the Brave left, the Vader up, move the Earthborn Mystic down, and stick the Brave behind the Wetland Ranger.
Got it. And so the thinking behind that specifically is the Brave's doing 4 damage. If you kill the monstrosity, you're wasting 1 damage, versus if you do it with the Vader, you're maximizing the damage that the Brave does.
Pretty much.
Okay.
You want to maximize damage as much as possible, because it all counts.
Got it. You said Brave behind... Oh, I see the new Brave. So move the middle Brave down, move the Vader up.
Middle Brave to the left, Vader up.
Oh, I see, to do idle damage. And then Brave behind the Wetland Ranger.
Yes.
Okay.
I know that Hope is saying you want to put it on the bottom to stop him placing there.
Yeah.
I don't care. I just want to put pressure on where he has creatures right now, not where he can put creatures. Because if he sticks something big, what's a Brave going to do against it? Nothing.
Yeah, for example, I mean, here's a case in point right here, what you said. So we had, we have the Tribesman on the bottom row. If I would have placed a Brave there, well, it's 3 turns, so we technically could have killed it.
Yeah.
But
I just don't like it.
Okay.
I want as many creatures attacking next turn as possible up there.
Got it. So we
I
want
can kill the Mangy Rat.
to keep the pressure on. So first off, before I look at the board, I have a Wetland Ranger. I need more cards. I sack for cards.
You do sack the cards.
Okay. The leaves us Breaker, Crimson Bull. When the Blightbearer dies, creatures on the row are poisoned. Don't have Relentless on anything, so there is going to be some damage wasted. I can kill the... I can use Crimson Bull to... So this is painful. So you can use Crimson Bull, where you waste super damage on the rat. Or I can move the Wetland Ranger up, move the Brave up, Crimson Bull, so that the Braves take out the 2 items, but both Braves will be poisoned, but the Wetland Ranger does more damage.
Yeah. Right, what I would do here is... the options are you can Crimson Bull, and then attack with Wetland Ranger and Brave to kill the Mangy Rat and Blightbearer. But then your stuff will get poisoned and you'd have lost to Crimson Bull.
Yeah.
The other option is you play Breaker and just hit Idols and kill the Mangy Rats. I like just killing the Mangy Rat with a Kinfit Brave, personally. I would move the Wetland Ranger up, the Brave up. No, hang on, what would I do? Yeah, I'd move the Wetland Ranger up, and then the Veta up to protect the Brave. And then I'd put the Breaker behind the Earthborn Mystic. So that way you're keeping creatures on the middle idle to stop his Tribesman moving up, because you can kill that next turn. You're protecting your Brave, because that's more valuable now to you than the Veta. And when the Ranger's just going to survive anyway, if it gets hit for 3 attacks, you don't care.
I gotcha. Okay, so so it's less about making sure we clear the Blightbearer, more about making sure the units that are attacking, that we want attacking every turn, specifically the Brave. Hey, listen. Sorry, I got a cat trying to get up here.
You got a cat?
We have a couple cats, Kirk and Spock. They're needy.
Oh, all right.
They're needy cats. So we'll take the damage. We'll get our resources reduced by 1, which is fine, because we have more units attacking next round, because we want to keep up constant pressure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you could move your middle row down, but I don't like doing that. I like to keep things together. Where I can control things, you still try and take out that Blightbearer as well, so you want things close.
You want more options to take out the Blightbearer versus trying to get a straggler down to take out the Hunter.
Well, you only need to protect and kill 3 idols, so you don't need to claim the entire board. It's just greedy.
Alright.
And because you are the aggro deck, you can just go for it.
Okay. Alright. Perfect. I did everything, right? I didn't forget to sack. I didn't forget to do anything. See, and I think that's one of the pieces is prioritizing what units are important and what units are not important. And so, again, this is with regards to some of my own bad habits as to what I consider important, what's not important. So we have in hand Rallying a Crimson. We have 5 units attacking, nothing imminently attacking on his turn. So probably at this stage, I would be thinking, can I win? Just to check to see if there's something that 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
You're too short.
Yeah. So can't quite have the win yet. The
well, you don't need rallying at the moment, do you? Most of your creatures are attacking this turn, so you don't need that. So you can sack that, hope to draw a champion ring or a stag heart. You didn't get it.
No. Four, five,
So
six,
you've got to think what you want to do.
3,
Do you want to kill the Blightbearer? Or If you want to kill the Blight Bear, you either send your Brave and your Vater at it, or your Wetland Ranger. In which case, they both die to poison in a couple of rounds. Wetland Ranger, you really want to hit the idol so you get the buff, global buff next turn.
Yeah.
And yeah, you could play Crimson Ball, but then you can just play a Vater of the Wild, which seems a bit weak.
Okay, so
another option you can do is you can ping Earthborn Mystic to draw an enchantment and see what you get. That's always fun.
Ah, okay.
You get Champion.
Okay, 3, 4, 2, 4, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 4. Okay. All right, so do I want to kill the Blight Bear? Yeah, let's kill the Blight Bear.
Okay.
Kill it with the... kill it with the Brave, because I can't. If I kill it with the Wetland Ranger, I don't get the buff next round. If I Champion Ring the Vader, I take 2 cards to get 1 card. Yeah.
Personally, what I would do, I would just ignore it and just bash in the idols.
Okay.
And play Fangbearer and Vater. Because you still have lots of creatures attacking next turn, so you can just delay it a turn. If he plays a Witch Doctor behind it, then so what? You still got lots of idols to target.
Okay. The
Brave hits the Tribesman though, because you have that option.
So move Brave down here to hit Tribesman. Put the Fang Bear in front of the Vader.
No, because the Wetland Ranger's going there.
Oh, yeah.
Hang on, move the Vader right 1. You don't care about the Vader then. It's done its job. You didn't care about it after like round 2. So you move your Wetland Ranger down now again.
Okay.
So that's, what, 9 damage going on that idol?
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah.
So now you want your Brave to hit that Tribesman. Make a bit of a back or middle. I would prefer the back, just so you can keep things nicely in line.
So when you say nicely in line, what do you mean by that? Because I would have done.
You're going to be moving the rest of the row down with it because you want to protect it. I don't like leaving creatures on turn.
Got it. So moving it down here, I understand. So move this down here, and then move the Breaker down and the Mystic down.
Yeah.
For protection. Okay.
And then you have a few options. You can go Champion Ring on the Brave, Vater the Wild, or Fangbearer, Vater the Wild. I prefer the Fangbearer, Vater the Wild because then you're getting more creatures on the field, and you can have a big bear.
And Fangbearer in the middle, right? Middle front. Yes. And Vader behind. That. Okay, good.
Oh, that's what I did.
So was there a better position than what I did with the bear and the Vader?
If you move the Vader and bear left, that's usually better because where that bear is now, you can still move to those spots, 1 spot to the left.
Versus having more mobility if it's in the middle. All right, so
now you just win.
Okay, so for the win, we have 1. Let me see the win here. So I sack for cards first before I do anything.
No.
Just win.
You just win.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, hi. Okay, got it. Sorry, delayed response there.
All right. You just managed to put yourself in a position to where no matter what they did, you're pretty good being able to take out 3 idols that turn.
Yeah. Okay, so a recap for me. Couple things
20 minutes. 20 minutes for a round 8 game.
That's right. There we go. See, it's
Hello.
Hello, Unit 3. So just to recap for me, some quick things that I learned. A couple things. One is unit positioning, which I know is a huge weakness of mine. Number two is looking at the board is the protection of critical units. So determining what is important and what's not important. So for example, the Vader wasn't necessarily important after turn 2 or 3, whereas I probably would have kept it on board simply to keep the resource, and then prioritizing the Braves higher simply because they're attacking each turn and are more of a utility unit to try to track down on the board.
Sounds about right.
Okay. All right. This next game, I won't have 20 minutes to do 8 rounds because we're going against the SuperbSimone. So I will try to be a little more concise with regards to what I'm thinking and give you a minute or two, 30 to 45 seconds to tell me where I'm going wrong.
That time changed quite dramatically there. Minutes or two to 30 to 40 seconds. All right.
Okay, so he's going first. Don't know what he has. I have several ramps. I have Vader of the Wild, Vengeful Raider. I don't have, other than the 2 ramp units, I don't have units, but I have 3 spells, enchantments. Keep the hand.
Why is Vengeful Raider in the deck?
That's the link you sent.
Was it?
Yeah.
Hang on.
It also has only one Brother of the Wolf, which was.
No, that's right.
Okay.
Keep going.
Okay. So do I keep it? Do I keep this hand? 2 units out.
Awful.
Two units out of 6. I would sack this hand.
Yeah, it's awful.
Okay, I would 2 Earthen Testament.
Oh, what am I doing? Hang on. It should be Gravehawk instead of Vengeful Raider.
Okay, I would sack Earthen Testament because we don't need it. We're playing Decay, yeah. So things I have to watch out for playing Decay. Man, we're down at 27 seconds already. This is brutal. Is Poison Deck, Mire Curse, Return to Nature. So I would sack that, and that's it. So next round, barring a better turn 2 plays, we play the Kinfolk Rager.
Your Skype screen share is frozen, by the way.
Oh, is it?
Mm.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
Deeply inconvenient.
We'll start it again here.
Okay.
Okay, and while that's happening here...
I can still watch it on stream. Just about, although probably way behind.
Yeah, okay, so... Sorry guys, this is the technical difficulty part. Okay, so 3/3/4, Wetland Ranger, Stag Heart. Okay, so we have 2 Mystics, Fangbear, Wetland Ranger, Kinfolk Ranger, and a Stag Heart. I would sack an Earthborn Mystic and play the Ranger.
That would be tempting, but Earthborn Mystics are very, very powerful. I would say sack the Stag Heart, as weird it would seem. Your creatures are just too good.
And then the creatures in the middle, put it right in the middle, right? Because it's... No, I had to play.
No.
Where would I put...
I would sack either Earthborn Mystic or Stag Heart, put Ranger on the bottom.
On the bottom. Just to build up my base. That's not what I did, but to build up my base here.
Well, if you stick Ranger in the middle, you're kind of stuffed. Because he's attacking before you.
Got it. What I'm going to do, Blinky, is I'm just going to hang up here, and I'll try to call again here.
Okay. Alright.
All right, sorry guys. This is the.
Welcome back.
Hey, all right, let's try this again. There we go. Boom, boom. Down to 47 seconds here. You should see it now.
Well, get on with your turn.
Okay. No, that's fine. All right, so
All right. Good.
turn 3 Mystic. Move the Ranger up so it's out of the way of the Eagle Scryer and place the Earthborn Mystic in front of it.
I would play Earthborn Mystic behind it, probably.
Okay.
You want to protect Earthborn Mystic over Ranger. When all he can do to kill your Ranger is something weird like Uneasy Alliance, which is just not going to happen. So I would just look to protect the Earthborn Mystic with Ranger and move up.
Okay. Well, I didn't do the move up piece, but I got it on the board.
You probably should have moved up. Fortunately, he's let you get away with it. So okay.
Okay. So sack rallying. Play Fangbear in front.
Sack rallying, correct. Play Fangbear or Wetland Ranger. I would probably say Fangbear is fine, but you want to play it behind the Wetland Ranger. No, behind Wetland Ranger. Kinfet Ranger. Kinfet Ranger is now your wall.
And why would I use that as a wall versus the striped Fangbear?
He's got nothing that can do a lot of damage. You're only going to get pinged if that ever happens. So, and you really want to start protecting your bigger creatures now.
Okay, so I would move the Wetland Ranger down and Fangbear behind.
Yes, and move Earthborn Mystic down as well.
And the purpose behind moving the the Earthborn Mystic down is just to protect it and to keep it in the row.
Yeah, you're protecting it and you're also threatening his creatures. Because he would be able to run away still. This way you're ensuring that your Earthborn Mystic will guarantee an attack on one of his creatures.
Got it. Excuse me.
No.
Then I'm doubly sorry. I apologize.
Hey!
Okay. Sack for cards or sack for resources? Do I sack the Wetland Ranger for resources and play Mystic and Ranger?
I wouldn't. I would sack the Ranger for scrolls. You're looking for something to let you kill the Eager Scryer. Really? So I would sack the Ranger. And you sack the wrong one.
Oh,
Why are they both the same name? That doesn't matter.
No, see, this is exactly why we're doing this coach's corner here.
Yeah, you should have kept the Wetland Ranger. But anyway, here you can't guarantee killing that Scryer. Next turn, he's going to want to move his Witch Doctor or put a human in front of a Witch Doctor. So you're going to be wanting to increase the attack of your Fangbear.
Yeah.
So I would get an enchantment from the Mystic here and hope it's not a Bear Paw.
My last Stagheart.
It's good, okay. And then I would go Earthborn Mystic and Vate of the Wild. And I would move all your 3 creatures up.
An Earthborn Mystic, Vader of the Wild on what row?
I would say Earthborn Mystic right below your Kinfo Ranger. And then a Vate of the Wild to the left of it.
That was pretty tight. I hit 0.
That way you keep your creatures in the game and protecting your Vader as well. This is just where he goes Oblivion Seeker in front of a Witch Doctor.
And so, in this case, why are we protecting the Vader instead of using the Vader to protect the Mystic? Because the Mystic has more health?
Yeah, if that Eager Scryer was had more attack, then you would be worried and put the Vader in front.
Yeah.
Because it can just absorb the damage, but because it's only attacking for 1, you can just protect the Vader Wild here.
Got it.
he's just going with stuff. Fortunately, we're not afraid of stuff. So here, you probably... Well, first of all, we can't hit the Witch Doctor. It's too far away.
Yeah.
Killing the Scryer is risky, because then the Witch Doctor will
Go down.
sack that lane.
Yeah.
So first of all, you want to sack Brother of the Wolf.
And we'll talk about after the game why you even have Brother of the Wolf, but we'll talk about that later. Okay.
It's a passive for genius. Right, Veteran's a very good draw. So here you can either Veteran to kill the Scryer. Or you can Frostbeard even. Frostbeard's not too bad. He's scared of something like a Soul Steal, really. Because that would suck. So there's quite a few plays actually you can make here.
So
I don't know, actually. This is tough. It'd be down to personal choice. Either you can Veteran to kill the Eager Sky, which doesn't seem that bad, but it's a bit weird. Basically, you want your middle creatures you want your creatures that are attacking next turn on the middle lane if you can. I think you ran out of time now, so you just have to kill this guy with the Veteran. Well, that's probably not the best decision. We just ran out of time.
What would have been the better position on the front row?
Probably just playing Frostbeard and playing Stagheart on your bear might have been better, because then next turn rallying would be so amazing. But see, now if he kills the Veteran, you don't have enough damage to get through the rallying to kill that Witch Doctor. Really, you just want to draw the Testament. That would be the card.
That'd be the card we're going for.
If ever you were to top deck something, that would be it, I guess. Not that you're in trouble, you know.
Yeah.
It would be groovy.
Okay, so at a high level, we are not necessarily needing more resources, so we can still sack for cards.
We are still sacking for cards.
Okay. The that's going to be a problem.
It's Light Seed's getting on my nerves.
Okay, so we could.
If we see Necrogeddons, we're in trouble, so we're going to want to try and kill as many creatures as possible. Which means killing stuff. So you could Ragged Wolf Stagheart to kill the Darkling.
Yeah.
And then kill lots of other things. I would sack the Frostbeard for scrolls here, and hope you draw something nice.
Nope.
Didn't draw anything nice. In that case, a rallying isn't good enough.
But I do need to get rid of the Loyal Darkling.
Yeah, probably. So I think you go Ragged Wolf, Stagheart to kill the Lord Darkling.
Yeah.
Earthborn Mystic up to kill his Ripper.
Yeah.
Although he does get husks from it, I guess, but actually no, stay where you are, I think. Unless you've already moved.
No, haven't already moved.
It doesn't matter then, kill the Ripper. And then playing your Brave. No, protect the Earthborn Mystic with your Ranger and Fangbear. And then put your Brave behind the Wolf. And move your Vator and Earthborn Mystic up as well.
Oh, ran out of time.
Oh, you ran out of time. Oh. Hurry it up.
Damn trackpad.
What are you using one of those for?
I know, right? I forgot my actual mouse that I use at work. I was going to bring it home. It was on my to-do list of things to do this weekend to prep, and the one thing that I wanted to make sure I had, I forgot. Right there, that's a TSN turning point. The Scrolls Network turning point right there. That's where I lost the game. When I didn't move the Mystic up.
Yeah, you are now in trouble. Actually, you're fine. There you go. So here you lose your ranger, but rallying just wrecks his face. Rallying no longer wrecks his face. Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
You've made life difficult for yourself by not killing that house, haven't you?
I have. So sack first, sack Vengeful Raider.
Yeah.
For cards, right?
Mhm.
Okay, and we got we have Ragged Wolf, Brave. So we can do.
You have not many. You don't have any good players here, do you?
No.
I think just. See, you really want to kill the Cursemonger if you can, but you can't. So that option's off. Well, you can with the rallying, but it just seems a bit of a waste.
It'd be an expensive way to do it.
Yeah.
So.
And then things will be unprotected.
So Mystic to the front middle, Ragged in front of the Mystic, move the Brave down, move the Wolf down?
Really, I would like to protect that. I would probably Ragged to protect, move a Brave down, Ragged in front of a Brave, then move a Mystic down and play a Fangbear behind Mystic or something. You've now probably run out of time. So
yeah, I've run out of time. Sorry. All right.
You didn't play the Ring Driver.
Nope. All right. I'm making life difficult for myself here.
Just a little bit. Yeah, I want to play the Brave or to play the Fangbear instead. Then rallying next turn.
Ah, yeah. You haven't locked up your the screen's still going, right?
Yeah, just about.
Okay.
If you move that Harvester up, you can just laugh. Yay. Now we can kill it, can't we? We can kill it somehow. Surely we can kill it. There must be a way.
Okay.
Yeah. Get an enchantment from your Mystic. I hope it's not a bear paw. If it's a bear paw, we cry. Well, we cry. No. Why do we cry? Okay, sack the beta for scrolls.
So we can get to. Can't get the harvester anyway.
Veteran to kill the Witch Doctor.
Yeah.
Then move your Wolf and your Mystic up, and then use Veta and Brave to kill his Husk. I guess maybe something like that.
Leave the front wolf or move the front wolf up?
No, move the front wolf up.
And why would I do that? To protect? Wouldn't I want to protect?
Well, his Harvester's going to take out aggro creatures no matter if that wolf's there or not, so you want to protect it.
Got it. See, that's the part that I was missing, that it was attacking next round. Okay, so kill the Witch Doctor, killing the Husk. His Harvester's attacking next round. They're going to take out a row. I'm either going to lose one or two creatures. I protected the top row. So we made the best out of a cruddy situation.
He is top decking, so that's fine.
Hello, Unit 1. Unit 1 has now joined us temporarily on stream.
Hello, Unit 1.
Unit 1, he's the 1 to be 12-year-old in a month. Less than a month, sorry.
I remember when I was almost 12.
Okay, so we have 2 rallying, which I'm assuming we want to keep. Or can we sack one?
I would probably sack one rallying for resources and play a Fangbear and Bearpaw. No, Fangbear and
Ranger.
Ranger. Yeah. So I'd move everything down 1.
In the same positioning it is right now?
Yeah.
And that's just to start engaging the middle row so we don't lose momentum.
Yeah, and you're setting yourself up for a big play next turn.
Okay.
And then go Fang Bear in front of a Brave. And then Ranger just to the bottom left of the Brave.
Right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now...
So you're setting yourself up for a Bear Paw rally. That's what we're aiming to do.
Got it. And even if he would do Damning Curse or something else, he can't trigger his Harvester. He has no countdown reduction. We're setting ourselves up for a rallying play next round.
Yep. Rallying Bear.
Got it.
It would be strong.
Rallying Bear, you said?
Rallying Bear Paw.
Oh, I see. Sack for resources, play Bear Paw, and then rallying.
Yeah, if we need to. Which we probably will. Knowing our luck. It depends what he plays here. If he just goes Witch Doctor, we might even just give up on that idea. We'll see.
4, 5, 6.
Therefore, Urban Mystic will be +4, 2, which is quite strong. 7, 8, 9, 10. That'll be 7, 9.
So 3.
Yeah, you're 1 damage short.
1 damage short add from the top 3 idols.
No, well, I don't know, are you?
3, 4, 5, 6.
I think so.
4, 5, 6. No, sorry.
I mean, you're 1 damage out from taking out that entire row. Oh, no, you're not. No, Bear Paw running is still fine. Sack the Earthborn Mystic for resources. Then Bear Paw v Bear. And then play Rallying. Then move the Bear down, you Ranger. Then move your Bear down and your Vader down.
7, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3. 3 takes that down. Do I move
the
middle
attack Wolf down and the 2 attack Mystic down?
And you would do that versus moving the middle 3 Wolf down just because...
Oh, because you'd want to... you just want to protect the Brave.
Protect the Brave.
Really, and,
protect the Brave at all costs!
I just like to keep as many creatures as I can in the middle, really.
So what did Superb's minor mistake? Could have drawn enchantment and then rally. Ah, we could have drawn an enchantment with the Mystic and then rallied.
Yeah, well, sod it.
Everybody's a coach. No.
It's difficult to think like that when you're not in control.
Yeah, no, totally. One of the challenges that I had. So, for example, last round, I would have been. My way of thinking would have been get the idols, even if we didn't have lethal, get the idols down. But that would have been a poor play because then he would have had an opportunity to put more units on board, and I would have.
Maybe we would have found it difficult to get through. So you
yeah.
still want to try and take no creatures.
And it's that containing constant momentum with the units and seeing what units are attacking and what how to optimize that. It's a fairly substantial shift of thinking. Okay, Wetland Breaker swap. Wetland.
You want to get rid of Breaker? No, you want to get rid of Breaker.
Because Wetland is a better wall.
Wetland Ranger is the best creature in the deck. It really is. It's so strong.
All right.
So yeah, here you just go Wetland Ranger Brave, and then next turn you look into Crimson Bull and win.
Wetland Ranger in the front of the wolf, Brave behind the wolf.
You want your bear in the very centre where the Brave is right now.
Right.
So I would move the.
And that's just for mobility.
Vader, yeah, I would move the Vader down. Vader down, Ranger left, Brave down, Bear up. And then Wetland Ranger in front of the Brave. And then Brave behind the wolf at the top.
This is hurting my brain. Okay, I'm glad I'm recording this because this here. Let's see.
Move those 2 units right. Just have better movements.
Give me a second. Oh, I don't have it running. Well, that's silly. Okay, regardless. Okay. Oops. That was just my legs. Kicking the...
I thought that was one of the cats. But...
No, that was me. Ow. Okay, so we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 units attacking next turn.
That seems pretty good for a Crimson Bull.
So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
It's even better with a double Crimson Bull because you're going to top deck that if you didn't know.
A swap Vader of the Wild for cards.
Yeah, you've already won with a Crimson Bull.
Okay, so is
you probably trying to see if you take out all the idols. Don't think you can. You can take out 3 here. If you play Ragged Wolf at the very top,
yeah,
and move the Brave and the Wolf up, and then move the rest of the creatures down so they all fit nicely, and then play Crimson Bull. Actually, no, you can't kill the bottom one. Not like that.
I didn't think so, but that's okay. 2, 4.
No, hang on. Move the Vader up. Move the Vader up. You haven't done it yet. Move the Vader up.
Yeah.
Then move the Ranger down. And move the other creatures down. Then Crimson Bull. Hey.
Okay, that was round 12. I wanted to review something around 12 here.
Oh, we can pause stuff, can we? That'll be good.
Yeah.
Yay!
Okay, so 22 lead match. Okay. So give me a sec here while I thank Simon. All right, so I'm just teeing up the TheSuperbSimone. There we go. So he's up for another one. So what we'll do is,
excellent.
I just want to have a look at. So round 11, which is 22, I think, if I remember it correctly. All right, so what we're trying to do here is trying to get to the round where there's discussion whether there was lethal or not.
There's much discussion about this turn.
And apparently I am not pausing correctly, so I will...
This is going to be like an hour.
No,
Just trying to get this to work.
don't be saying crazy things like that. Okay, so before I hit play, I am going to go to the round that's... Let's go to round 20.
If you go around 20 minutes, let it play, I guess. That might...
Now let everything refresh. Hey! Okay. Okay, my turn. I'm playing. We're moving down. We're round 10. The potential lethal is round 11 or 12.
We go Fangbear Ranger. That's what we did.
Okay, so after his turn, I'll pause it to see if there's lethal.
Okay.
Poor Cesark. He's feeling bad. Okay, we're getting pause. Got it. Okay.
Okay, right.
Now.
In no way is there lethal here. No, carry on. No, hang on. No, if we do the enchantments, no, that one's a worse.
Okay, Sark, so he said if you played Bear Paw on the Ragged Wolf, so Bear Paw on the front Ragged Wolf, and then rallied. So that would be 3-3-2, 3-6-7-8.
No, would be... No.
5,
And
6...
if Bear Paw goes on a Brave, then the Brave would just stop at the Oblivion Seeker. We'd be 1 damage short of the Harvester. So, I was right.
All right, let me just real quickly here for the sake of this conversation here. Zarek, what is the play? Just seeing if he can comment on what his... Yeah, I don't think so. Lahopa and TheSuperbSimone are both saying there's no lethal. I'm just curious if there's any... I don't think we're missing anything. Whoa, he was wrong. Someone take a screenshot. Okay, Okay, so what I wanted to talk about was, prior to this conversation, was at the end of round 12. So let me Okay, patience. Did I click play? Why did I forget the mouse? Listen, don't let me ever forget the mouse again, Unit 1. That's wrong. Okay, so...
What am I not for what?
That's your fault. I totally blame you.
For what?
For forgetting the mouse. Okay, so we're playing...
Fault.
No, it's your fault. Okay, so... at the end of his next turn, I wanted to get a...
Dad, it's your fault.
Hey, listen. No ganging up on me.
I don't even know what we're talking about. I'm just saying it's your fault.
Call him bad. He's awful, isn't he?
Hey, don't listen to Blinky. Okay.
Well, I can listen to him if I want to.
At least anything non-scrolls related, don't listen to him. Okay, so the... Okay, pause right here. So...
Pause it!
Okay, pause. Okay, so now... What we had... So this is the play that we won on.
No, it's not. It's the turn before that.
No. Okay, so the moving... What the hell did we do? We moved the...
Oh, this bit, okay. Right, well, we wanted the bear in the middle, so the bear is threatening the idol with 6 health as well as the idol with 8 health.
So we could... sorry, let me take a minute here.
So the aim was to get the bear in the very centre. Now, we could have moved it just to Ragged Wolf and the bear, but then the bear would have been open, and we don't want that. We want it protected.
Got it. And we wanted the bear in the center because it had the most potential spots to move to. It could attack the most areas, and at present, it's our strongest unit on the board.
Yes.
Okay. Now, in a so I would have been probably more my way of thinking from a 1500s player, average player. My thinking would have been move these 2 rows down to attack rows 8 and 10. So, I mean, clearly it's a stupid move, but the so understanding the difference in that if you have items in the middle row, you can still attack the top 2 rows or whatever creatures he plays.
Well, yeah. The important thing to learn is whatever you can do. See that 4th lane with the Veta, the Ranger, and the Bear.
Yeah.
Basically, if you move down this turn, all you could do next turn would be to move up again. You only have access to those 2 lanes. Whereas if you just stay there, say you just stay there this turn,
Yeah.
you then have access to 3 lanes. Basically, whatever you can do on the bottom lane, you can also do on that lane next turn.
Because of the maneuverabilities. So unless you're specifically going to attack units on the bottom row, there's functionally no reason why you would ever want necessarily to put units on the bottom row if there's nothing imminent that turn that you're attacking.
Not necessarily, no.
Okay.
And the reason we wanted Bear in the middle is because it's got Relentless and it's huge and it can just take out things.
Got it. Okay. Awesome. So just a quick check where we're at for the stream is we've been doing about 1 hour and 10 minutes. Blinky has volunteered slightly longer than an hour, so thanks to him. And the TheSuperbSimone is up for another game. So if you're up for Blinky, I think we do 1 more game, and then I need to have a nap because my brain hurts. If you're cool with that. Does that work for you?
Yeah, sure. Ready.
All right, so let's try this again here. Okay, he goes first again. Looking at the 2-3, right off the bat, I would say I'm sacking. I'm mulliganing. He's playing growth.
Would you? I would keep it. If he went turn 1 Veta, then yes, he would mulligan to try and find a Ragged Ball. But you can keep this by sacking a rallying and just going brave.
Sacking.
You can mulligan it if you want.
No. So just trying to understand the train of thought here. So we have, so if we sack the rallying, next turn we have brave play. He has nothing on the board. So we have turn 2, turn 3, turn 4 play, and a rallying. So if he would have played something on the board initially, we'd want to see if we have a solution to attack that. But since he didn't, we have the opportunity to keep a relatively smooth ramp. I just don't have a turn 1 play.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to kind of understand the thinking behind that.
Now, hopefully, he doesn't have a play here. He will, though. Probably just go Sister of a Fox. Or Vengeful Racer. Whoa! Echo.
My laptop went bonk, which is why. Okay, so
I heard myself.
Brave in the middle, Brave middle, and then Breaker following turn in front of it.
Brave in the middle, I guess, is... Yeah, you can get away with it. Probably.
Or based on or would I do Brave on the bottom row to build up on the bottom?
I don't think there's a wrong play.
That's wrong. Sorry.
Sacking Rallying is definitely the right play.
Sorry, sacking Rallying?
Yeah.
Because we can't play it for another 4 turns?
Well, we just don't play it for another 10 turns at this rate. So sack Rallying, then go Brave either the middle or the bottom. Or the bit next to the bottom. Basically anywhere on the board.
So
you can get away with it in the middle. Turn 3, you might have a Mystic. In which case, then you'd go Champion Ring, and you're not happy with Frostbeers, and you've got Brave Biggest. Yeah, you can get away with it in the middle.
the only way you wouldn't get away with it in the middle is if you had a unit attacking next turn, right?
Pretty much.
Okay.
This is where the pain comes in, though. So you're gonna have to do some very funky stuff here. So you know. Jesus, go Earthborn Mystic to protect his Vader now. Oh no, we got away with it. Looks like maybe. Stack cards. That's okay. We're happy with the stack card.
Champion Ring, right?
Yeah.
Or Mystic gives +1, right?
Yeah, but it's not enchanted.
Oh, yes.
So yeah, I would sack Frostbeard and go Champion Ring. The 4-2 Brave is pretty strong, so we can be looking to protect it now as soon as possible. Because Ragged Wolves can just come in and be in line.
Protect it with the Wetland Ranger or the Earthborn Mystic?
The Wetland Ranger. You want to get rid of Breaker here.
Okay, and then do I move the Brave down to threaten his brother?
Yes.
Okay, so...
Well, yeah. Then you go Wetland Ranger in front of the Brave. Kinfo Veterans suck. That's why you're putting Wetland Ranger in front, because it's attacking next turn as well.
Hmm.
And Ragged Wolf's attacking next turn, which is why you're keeping them.
Yeah.
So hopefully nothing horrible happens this turn.
Okay, so...
Great Wolf is fine.
So I have the opportunity to kill his brother with a Brave.
Yes.
Um,
Now, also you want your Wetland Ranger to hit an idol, because
Yeah.
then things get rough next turn. And also you want to protect the Brave, so it doesn't die to a Kinfolk Vessel.
yeah.
And also you want your Brave to kill with Brother Wolf. So the Brave is moving down. Do you want it on the bottom left bit or the bottom middle bit?
Bottom left, so whatever puts in front of it, they both have better mobility than if I do middle front.
Correct. Right, so do that move.
Okay, so that bottom... I haven't sacked for cards or resources yet.
Haven't? Are you going to be wanting to play the Fang Bear or the Earthborn Mystic?
I could...
Either way, you're probably sacking Ragged Wolf. So,
For cards?
yes.
Because we don't have a sack for cards, because even if we sack for resources, we have nothing to play, and we need to fill up our hand. Okay, so we attack there. We want to protect the Brave. So we have 4, so we can play Ranger and Vader, or we can play Fang Bear, or we can play Mystic Vader.
I would probably just go Fang Bear in front of the Bear, in front of the Brave, rather.
And then he can play Mangy next turn. I don't move the Ranger up. I would keep the Mangy.
You move it left.
Yeah, because it's more. It has more opportunity for movement that the following turn. Correct.
Yes. He's learning.
Itty bitty baby steps.
Very well.
All right, another brother on the top. Okay. 5, 3, 2. It's attacking next turn. Okay, sack Vader of the Wild.
No. You sack Infect Ranger. Because if you sack Rate of the Wild for scrolls, which we're going to be doing, you want to be able to play 2 creatures.
Okay. So now I have a couple opportunities. Mystic Invader is probably best bet. Is it?
It's tough because you're scared of a Quake, so Stagheart on the Brave is pretty solid. So, yeah.
Because Stagheart on Brave would save it if there's a Quake next turn.
Yeah. So that's the option, or you can go Earthborn Mystic Rate of Wild and hope he doesn't play Quake. I mean, he has only got 1 card in hand, so it is unlikely. But a Quake would suck.
So what's the deciding factor? For you, it's gut, but for someone like me, what's the time's running out? Okay.
I'm leaving this decision up to you.
Thanks, appreciate that. Okay, play.
Whoa, hang on! What are you doing? What are you doing? You want to move your Brave up? You don't care about wasted damage. You just don't want him to move down. You want to stop him from moving down.
Now he has feel free to move down because Brave's not attacking.
Yeah. Well, he can do. I don't know if he will, but he now has the option to.
Plus, the thing you told me the last round that I didn't pay attention to move the Brave and the Bear up, because then he has multiple lanes to attack. You said I learned something too fast, man. It was too quick.
If you had Bear and Brave on that row, I mean, no way in hell can he move down.
Yeah.
I mean, you're also threatening the middle aisle, so you could probably threaten lethal as well.
Okay.
Now you're just being squeezed. Squeezed like a fish. Everything's like a fish.
The 4th row move the whole.
Oh, hang on. So you could have had lethal if you kept things on. If you moved them in the middle, then you would have had lethal. Champion Ring Stagheart, that would be plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'd be 7 damage on middle idol. I would sacrifice the Veteran, maybe. It may sound weird.
For cards?
Yeah.
And then move the 4th row up 1 row?
Hang on a second. Stay calm.
No touchy.
Move your Vator of the Wild up.
Okay.
You want to make space. Then move your Brave up. That's it. And then you're going to want to play Earthborn Mystic behind the Bear. And also you're going to want to play Stagheart on your Brave.
And that prevents from any Quake challenges happening next turn, and plus gives it
yes.
attack for next turn if he moves down.
Right, so now you've got... Oh, heck. Now you've got 4 creatures attacking that middle idol, effectively. In a way. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
So he's going to have to protect it. So he's probably going to summon a Wolf, kill the Vator, and move things down. So Champion Ring is going to be quite important. You basically had to move the Vator up just so you can get the movement correctly and things positioned in the right places. So this is going to be the turn. Rat King. Oh, why's it got to be a Rat King? That's like the worst thing we could have seen. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah. Sack the... Oh, God. So, get an enchantment from a Mystic. And then you can move the Mystic down.
Mystic down, Bear up.
Move a Mystic down.
Yep.
Wetland Ranger right.
Yep.
And then you can play Champion Ring on the Bear. draw on the Wetland Ranger. And sack Brother Wolf for scrolls. And move the bear up.
Okay. And that is because both wolves are attacking next round. Even if we took out the middle row, he would move both rows down. We would lose all of our rows that we had on. Where's my notepad? Round 8. Round 7, I need to... Okay.
7?
And now we've drawn over the Testaments as well, and things can just get enchanted from the Mystics.
Okay.
Which is good.
Okay, because the...
So if he quakes, we're happy. If he does anything, we're happy. We should win next turn.
Okay, so beginning of round 8. I need to write...
should win. if he moves all his wolves down, I mean, he puts Grey Wolf, and Brother Wolf on middle idle.
Yeah.
I think even then we have lethal. Possibly. Might be one short, actually.
Well, Squiddy's calling for Quake, and David Slane is calling for Thunder Surge, so, see what happens here.
No, we would have lethal, though. if he plays Quake, moves things down, we win.
Yeah.
So you can't do that. Basically, just by threatening back row here with stuff and not being overly aggressive, we win. Did I mention we win?
We win. I like that. That sounds good. The
I like the part where we win.
Yes. The winning part's good. I like winning. Winning's good. So yeah, I think you brought up a key point that I want to talk about after this game is specifically about not being too aggressive. And so I think when I look at aggro decks, the balance between being aggressive and knowing what to attack win, because I would have played incorrectly, I would have played that round different, and I just want to walk through what I would have played different and how what I need to shift in my thinking. Okay, so...
okay, so here we can draw an enchantment from the Mystic.
Okay. Okay, 4, 4, 7, 6.
Well, therefore, it's just unfortunate. So, Crimson Ball would be at 6, 1, 3. Crimson Ball is lethal, I think.
Yeah, so 4, because 4 takes it, and then 7, 8, 9, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 3 leaves 7. Yeah, so it's lethal.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did I say? Round 8.
7?
No, round 8. Beginning of round 8. Okay.
Fine. Actually, remember.
Fine. Be that way. Okay. All right. Good game. So just give me a sec here.
I just see ice, so it could be ice cream, ice dancing.
It's ice cream. Okay, so let me...
iced tea.
Iced beer. Okay, so... Profile.
Or just ice. I'm just going for ice. give me all your ice.
All right. So now if I follow David Slane's advice, which is sketchy at best. I'm just kidding, David. Okay, so the...
We could just go over the entire game, seems like quite quick.
Okay. That's a good point.
Thank you. Good point, well made.
Point Blinky. Game, set, match.
Yay!
Okay. Oh, I have to hit play. Right. Got it. Okay. Listen, Peanut Gallery. Okay, don't hit pause, don't hit go to, just let the computer do its thing. I'm not touching anything. See, I learn. Teach an old man new tricks here. Okay. Okay, so turn 1, we're glad he didn't have Vader. Turn 2, he had that.
Then we were like, do we play Brave here? Do we play
right?
Brave
So
there?
and now, so in a match like this, in the past, I would have been wanting to keep like a rallying for when I need it because I would have been scared to sack it. But the thinking behind that is we need to get units on the board. Specifically with this deck, we need to get presence on the board and units on the board, and we wouldn't be able to use rallying anyways until...
Well, rallying and God Hand are rubbish unless you've got stuff on the board. And with so many creatures of ours that are going to be attacking each turn anyway, it's not as important. It's just to make big plays towards the end that we have rallying.
Yeah.
It's probably the worst card of the deck, actually. if it's needed.
Just to get unit movement and get the attack out.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and there's one more. There's one thing about the deck I wanted to chat with you about after we review this game. Okay, so we're heading up to round 8. We're round 5.
So this is the turn where you did well, and it's the next turn where you're just like, what?
That was my fault. 100% my fault. Of course it is.
I blame you.
Whose fault could it be? I mean, really. Okay, so we ran out of time. That's my excuse that I use.
So here you would be looking to move the Brave up, the Wetland Ranger, and the Bear onto that middle lane, so he can't move down.
Okay, so I just paused it. So this is the round where we should have moved everything up. So his Wolf would have brought the Mystic down to 3.
No, you don't want to move the Mystic up. You would be looking to keep them all on that row.
So move.
So you would, on that 4th lane, you would have the Bear, the Brave, and the Mystic.
So you would move.
That way,
I see. So you move the
if he wants to move down to Middle Idol, you could then move up and hit it.
Got it. So we would move the Vader up, Brave up, Ranger down, Bear up.
Something like that.
So, yeah. Okay.
You'd end up with Vader and Mystic on the bottom, and then on the 4th lane you would have Brave, Bear, and Ranger.
Oh, I see. Move the Mystic down. Sorry, I thought you meant. Got
it. The Mystic and the Vader wouldn't even been played. You played them, so.
Got it.
You would just place them with them.
Okay, so it's the next round that I wanted to pause at. Can you let Starbuck out, please?
Yeah.
Okay, Rat King, which we didn't like, but that's okay.
No, we didn't like it at all, because it meant he could play, or just fill up the board. And we had to delay our power attack.
Okay, so in this turn, I know what we ended up doing. So just for the sake of conversation, I would have, without coaching, I would have moved out line 4 to line 3 and moved the Bear and the Mystic up, with the thinking that the Bear would be relentless next turn, attacking next turn. I could cut through and get rid of one Wolf, which would be a really poor exchange.
Yeah, it would have.
I would use another adjective, but my units are in the room. So the because my thinking would have been need to play aggressive, need to do this. Why am I keeping these guys on this row where we're wasting damage this round versus thinking we're saving these units to be able to use to a further round?
Yeah, I mean they're attacking next turn anyway, aren't they? So it doesn't really matter.
Oh, see, that's a great point. Is that they're attacking every turn, at least the bottom. So what we actually did do, or what you actually highly recommended, which was excellent, was do a bunch of shifting. And so I think that's the one of my takeaways from today is clearly the board positioning of units, where they fit, and thinking through positioning for following turns, not just positioning for this turn, but also positioning for following turns. Because now what this did was we moved the Bear up. We're not threatened by the 2 wolves in any way other than having idle damage, but we also threaten the middle row next turn by having 3 units that are all attacking next turn.
Yes.
Okay.
See, now he's just owned. Yeah, he just can't do anything. If he was on 7 resources, then we'd have to do so many different things, because he could play God Hand next turn and wreck our face.
Yeah.
So then our priority would be to kill as many creatures as possible.
Excuse me. Yeah, that's the appropriate sound effect.
What on earth was that?
That was an explosion sound effect.
It was evil.
Okay, so we're probably about 5 minutes from wrapping up here. What I did want to talk about, Blinky, is the deck. So a couple things. One, you said, why do we have Vengeful Vader? What should we have instead of Vengeful Vader?
Gravehawk.
What'd you say, sorry? Gravehawk?
Yeah.
And that's because of Relentless?
And it's got 3 health.
Okay, so why do we have one brother of the wolf?
Because
Other than it being sheer genius.
it's sheer genius. Originally it was 3 Frostbeard, but I felt that I wanted another 4-drop, so I took out Frostbeard for brother. Pretty much it.
Just to have
I just kept.
just to have 7 4-drops instead of 6 4-drops.
Yeah, I was never finding myself going up for the resources when I would have liked. I had an excuse to go to 4 to play a 4-drop.
Right.
So that extra one kind of helps.
And do you find that in a deck like this that it doesn't make sense to play both Vader of the Wild and Vengeful Vader?
Well, Vengeful Vader is just a bit rubbish, I think. So I don't run it. I mean, I prefer if it was a 2/2/3 then yeah, but we need the extra health so things survive. Vengeful Vader kills itself, which isn't fun, and yeah.
So the payoff is, you get permanent growth with Vengeful Vader, but at the cost of losing one of your units. And if it survives that long to actually get 2 permanent cost, you'd be better off utilizing that resource in a 1-cost Vader of the Wild and leveraging those resources for something else.
Yeah, you don't really need the ramp anyway. I mean, you'd rather have it yourself than Gravehawk, it's just relentless. And so you can buff it and it gets huge and it's cool.
Got it. Awesome. Okay, so I think that answered my question about the decks. We went about an hour and a half. I really appreciate your time today for volunteering, Blinky. It was awesome having you on stream. What we will be doing with these videos is when they're up, I will be posting them. It won't be this weekend, but I will be posting them next weekend, within the next week, as well as sharing them on Reddit and on this stream, where you can find the links from this weekend. And there's a couple things that Blinky also sent in preparation about some tips to think about each turn that we didn't get to today. I will also include those in the video links so that you guys can have context to some of the things that he was talking about today, and I'll be sharing the link as well for the deck that he built. So I appreciate everyone coming and hanging out. Thanks for your time, Blinky, and you guys have a great weekend.
Bye, everyone.
All right, thanks, guys.